Welcome back folks. The time is about 2:30 in the afternoon. It's November 18th, 2023. It's about 58 degrees outside. Beautiful day, beautiful day. As you may have kind of noticed, a big difference from our last videos, there's no more leaves out here. So they're pretty much all gone. Fall's officially here. And we're talking about some pretty cold temps in the morning and overnight. Currently, we are in some WMA land, pretty deep in the woods here. No hunters out. I looked for cars, and there's only one trailhead to really get to this spot, so there's nobody out here. Don't have to worry about hunters, I don't think. And we have found a really big rock. Look at that guy. Big old rock. So with the sun setting pretty early in the year now, the nights are longer than the days. We have about till 5 o'clock to find somewhere to camp and pretty much have everything ready to go. We're doing some tent camping tonight. So not much prep work needed for tent camping. Pretty easy, I can have it set up in minutes. So I'm not worried about that part. We just want to have enough firewood to last us through the night. Get us to about 11, 12. That's usually when I finally start getting a bit tired. For food, very simple. We have eggs and bacon in the morning. And we have some tuna casserole we're gonna make. So, it should be a pretty easy meal as well. Doesn't mean it won't be fun though. I'd like to find somewhere cool in this riverbed. It literally does not get any better than this. I know you're not supposed to camp in a creek, but I know the weather forecast and it's not gonna rain today or even tomorrow, so we should be fine. And it is so flat right here. Just perfect. Plus we got a tire we can sit on. Be nice. So, since we're in the creek, when the sun starts to get low, it's gonna be dark even before the sun's actually down. So basically what I'm saying is let's not waste too much time and let's get everything set up, ready to go. When I pound my tent stakes in, what I like to do is put it in at kind of a 45-degree angle. I'll show you. Kind of similar to that, going just get an angle, you know, and then just start pounding it in. I like to go to about my hand, right where that groove is. I think it makes it a little bit easier to get out on cold mornings. Now, with it being November in Iowa, it does get pretty cold overnight in the state. So we're expecting lows in the 30s or about 0, 1, 2 degrees Celsius. So it's not that cold, not that cold by many standards out there, but cold enough. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna use for that. We have our Sea to Summit 3.1 R value sleeping pad. We featured it in our last video, Yellow River State Forest. And for our sleeping bag, we're gonna use the same thing. We're gonna use our Sea to Summit 30-degree sleeping bag. So both of those together should, in theory, keep us warm. But I'm also going to be testing out, because winter's coming up, the Sea to Summit Extreme, it's the Sea to Summit Thermalite Reactor Fleece Liner. So really, really warm sleeping bag liner. So I want to test that out too. I just got the sleeping pad inflated, and so I like to stay organized, and so I'm done with this. I'm done with this. So I'm gonna put that bag in this bag. And we're almost done with our tent stakes. I'm gonna keep that bag close and just work, and it makes your life a little bit easier to stay organized as you go. So I think it makes a big difference. So now I'm gonna get the sleeping bag out. Okay, so as you can see, the tent's set up. The sleeping arrangement is set up. So now it's time to start collecting firewood. So I have my leather gloves. And we'll grab our saw. My favorite, the Silky Gomboy. I chipped the tip off, so it's time for a replacement blade here pretty soon. Let's get to cutting. Let's get a fire. Okay, folks, so now it's time to baton some wood. Found some good pieces with some lines in them, so I think it'll be pretty easy. Let's get the knife and give it a go. These logs right here are too big to baton, so I have a pretty good amount right here already started. So that's going to go up very, very, very easily for us. We're gonna be able to get an easy fire started. I'm gonna start chopping all that up now. Get even more, you know, get our little branches and stuff. So I'm gonna get working on that. Pretty soon we'll have our fire started, which is good because the sun's already kind of setting. No sunset from where we are, but it's gonna be getting darker pretty fast. So not a whole lot of time left, but making good progress. I think that's a pretty good amount of wood for us. We're gonna get the fire started, but I'm gonna get just a little bit more firewood and I'm gonna get some rocks. Not too many rocks, just enough to kind of make a fire ring. Luckily, we have some in this old creek bed. You can see the sun better from this spot. Oh, look, here's some more trees. There's some more wood too. This will be perfect. Let's grab this. Add it to our collection. Okay, I think we have a pretty good amount of firewood here and we're gonna get started, so let's get it lit. Got blower and my ferro rod. Let's light it. While we wait for the fire to develop and get a better coals for us, let's see if we can get a little bit more firewood. I think we have enough, but these nights are really long. They get to be really, really long nights nowadays, so it makes firewood quite the necessity, so you can never really have too much. That's what I'm doing right now, dragging some firewood back to camp here. Fire is going good. I like having the rocks because if you notice, fires kind of move over time. If there's no rocks to keep that coals in place, it's weird, but they really do. They seem to move a bit. Oh, this is gonna be nice because the chill is coming in. There is a chill coming in. It's probably 50s, 40 out. Not sure the exact temp. So this fire is starting to feel pretty nice. Only probably a few minutes, I'd say around 30 left of absolutely any light at all, and then it's gonna be pretty dark. The camera can still pick it up a bit, which is good. Means we still have a little bit of light left. But luckily we're set. We got plenty of firewood for the night. So we have nothing to worry about. We're ready. We're absolutely ready, and we're camped down right now. So we are not leaving this spot till morning. It's been very quiet out here, by the way. Very, very nice and beautiful location. Absolutely beautiful location out here. Very little road noise. Just gorgeous night. Gorgeous night to be out here. November is always an excellent month to camp in Iowa. One of my favorite months. I actually like the colors of October better, but I like the month for camping in November much better. December is when it gets really interesting though. All right, folks, we're in the last minutes of twilight here. It's gonna be pitch dark pretty soon. If we got out of the creek bed here, it'd probably be a little bit brighter, a little bit. GoPro keeps wanting to shut off because it doesn't like the cold. Those blue batteries aren't very good. They're pretty much junk by this point. But as you can see, there's some pretty beautiful light behind us. There's that blue. I love the way that blue looks. It's pretty gorgeous. Got that kind of creepy horror vibe. We're gonna turn that heat up so we'll cook our coffee faster. That's what we're gonna make. We're gonna make up some coffee because I could use a little bit of caffeine boost. And then we're gonna make some food. So we got mac and cheese, we got some other ramen noodles, we got some tuna packets. So we should be able to make something good there. And I can't wait because I'm getting pretty hungry. In the meantime, we have a great fire going here. Good ambiance. The moon's above the tent. That looks really cool. We're just gonna keep probably hanging out. Gonna try to keep ourselves close to the fire here for warmth because the temperatures are dropping. It is gonna get to freezing temperatures tonight. Cheers, folks. Ooh, that's way too hot. That's still way too hot. Way too hot still. Fire is nice and hot too. Trying to get these two logs burning. Let me get that log burning and that log burning. I'm gonna throw in another big boy here. And with some more twigs. Pretty sure it's getting into the 40s by this point. We'll see though. Not sure. I have a thermometer. I'll check the temperature later. Cheers. What was that? I have no clue what that was. Cheers. Can't believe it. The time is only 6:11 p.m. right now. There's a lot of noise out here. I don't know if it's a bird, squirrel, deer, or what. It keeps like coming up here. Got these boiling pretty well. Yeah, those are looking good. Yeah, the noise keeps coming over there. And every time, camera can't see anything, of course, but every time I go over that direction, the noise stops. That's good enough. So I don't know what it is. It's okay though. This fire is really nice. It feels super strong. A big fan of the rocks. They really help to kind of radiate heat and keep the coals in one spot. Creates just a very warm halo around this fire. The moon above the tent looks really cool. Looks better in person. It's a clear night, so I can see some stars. There's a lot of light pollution though, so you don't really get to see a whole lot. We are done making our food. We got our mac and cheese. We have our tuna mixed in, 2 tuna packets, and seasoned. So this is looking pretty good. We got some good ambience here. Gonna dig in, enjoy, catch y'all in a bit. It's about 50 degrees or 10 Celsius. So it's getting a little bit chilly, and it's gonna drop even more. It's gonna hit into the mid 30s. We're about 1, 2, 0 degrees Celsius, somewhere in there. So we're prepared for it to get cold. Trying to burn this log, but it was kind of wet, but it's drying out, and we should be able to burn it here pretty soon. There's some really hot coals in there. So yeah, see, there it goes. Still have this we can make, if we might. And actually, that's a good call. We should start making this soon. Some Land O'Lakes Arctic white chocolate cocoa mix. That sounds good. Probably gonna be sitting in front of this fire for about the next 4 to 5 hours. So we have a long ways to go. Even though it's night, that does not matter. There's noises constantly. Not sure what they are. That's looking good. Cheers, folks. Ooh, that's good. That's real good. That's a wake you up. Nice little 8 p.m. coffee. Or hot chocolate, white chocolate thing. Nice for the Christmas and holiday seasons coming up. I like the white. Kind of reminds me of the holidays. Got some friend living over there. Don't know where, but keeps making noise, but it's all good. Just add another log to the fire. Haven't moved from this spot in a while. It's been a hot minute now. Don't want to move. It's the warmest spot in the house. Yeah, I just heard that noise again. Keep hearing it. Should go and investigate and see what that noise is. It's only 8 o'clock. We still got a while to go. Still 3 hours. 3 or 4, you know, because I might go to bed at 12 and wake up at 8. I'm not really a 7 a.m. type of person. More of a 8 a.m. if I can help it. But sometimes when you're camping, you wake up early, so you don't really have a big choice in the matter every time. I'm making the noodles now, and I only have a limited supply of water. As you can see, this whole bottle is gone. I only have 1 small bottle left. So I have to make sure I have enough water for the noodles and enough water for the chicken and gravy. This is kind of taking a long time to boil, so I'm gonna turn up the heat. This will make it cook a lot faster. Something black floating in there. I can't grab it. Oh, I got it. Should be cooking faster now. I just put the ramen noodles in here. So we're cooking that up. Ooh, that's cooking good. Making progress on the dinner. That's our chicken gravy right there. That's our mashed potatoes. That's our ramen noodles. So we're gonna add that pretty soon to that. We're gonna add that to that. We're gonna see how it all tastes, so I'll let you know. All right, it's made. That looks pretty good in my opinion. So I can't wait to dig in here. For the second time. Can you believe that? I must be hungry tonight. So we're gonna make sure we get fed well, dig in, enjoy it. I'll catch y'all in a bit. This is a quick and easy way to clean your pans. That'll work. Still a little bit of crusty in there, but it'll work. See, that's clean. That's already clean. It's only 8:23 in the PM and it's about 45 degrees, so that means we still have plenty of time out here. At least 2.5 to 3.5 hours we're gonna be out there here right by this fire because we don't have any heat in our tent. We have finished all of our food. We ate all of the gravy and mashed potatoes. We ate all the ramen noodles. So we ate a lot of food tonight. We ate a lot of food. We enjoyed a coffee, some hot cocoa. We've been eating like kings out here. We've been eating like kings a bit. We've been feasting, you could say. We have been feasting. So for me, I've been pretty much sitting on this I've been sitting on this tire for about the last 3 to 4 hours, and it is just getting really uncomfortable. So I kind of just keep on moving around in different angles, constantly shifting my legs. At my age, it gets pretty hard to sit like this. We're just still hanging out by this fire. It's about 9:20. It's in the 40s. It's gonna be in the 30s pretty soon here. It's getting cold enough to see my breath. It's tire. It's just not the most comfortable thing to sit on. It's about 9:30 now, and it's been dark for quite a long time, and so the nights are, like I said, really long. Our fire's been keeping us very warm. These rocks have just been wonderful. It's been keeping all of the fire contained, all of the coals contained, and it just is radiating a ton of heat. We're probably gonna have a big camping session tomorrow, so we're gonna kind of camp in the morning a little bit, make sure we get nice and warm around our fire as we prepare our campsite and pack it up. Pretty full right now. I can definitely feel it in my stomach, so we're gonna sleep good tonight. We're gonna sleep good tonight. So we're still gonna be rolling on camping for a while. We're not in yet, not done in yet. We might get a second burst of energy, but we might be heading into the tent soon, so we'll see. We'll see. So far, one of the things I've noticed today is that there is no need for a tent at this point, or getting close to it, because there's no bugs out anymore. I haven't seen a single spider, flying insect, or I haven't seen a single bug basically this entire time I've been out here. It's kind of weird. But it appears that a lot of the excuse me, going through some things right now, but yeah, it just surprises me that there hasn't been any flying insects out here, or any bugs for that matter. It's kind of nice. That's what makes November camping in Iowa so awesome, because by November a lot of stuff is kind of died in or hibernated for the winter. This is interesting. I forgot I had this, so let's check the temp. The camera can't focus on it, but it's sitting right around, boy, right around 30 degrees, 28 to 30. Which seems quite drastic considering the temperature on my phone says it's supposed to be about 42. But I was wondering why it felt so cold here. It's kind of weird. I don't know why it feels so cold and why the thermometer actually says it is cold. It says it's below freezing. It's below 0 degrees and it's below 32. Good thing about that sleeping bag liner. I think we're gonna need that. It's getting closer to 11, so we're gonna be heading in soon. I hope that what I have will keep me warm enough because I didn't know it was so cold down here. The weather app is about 10 degrees warmer than what it actually is. Alright folks, it's that time of night for me. I'm tucking in. I threw the last logs on the fire and we're gonna go in for the night. Give one final look at the fire. Okay, I'm in the tent for the night. I got the view of the fireplace from here. So I got a pretty nice view there. We're gonna see how warm I stay. So I got my sleeping bag liner, and this little air mattress. Night for now, and I'll catch y'all in the morning. Morning guys. Time's about 8:30 in the morning. I woke up at 7 and I thought, man, I'm gonna try to sleep a little bit longer. Just kind of, daze in and out a little bit just because it's pretty cold out here. And fell asleep, woke up at 8:30 again. I was like, oh crap. There goes my morning. My GoPro batteries just died, but as I was saying, Woke up at 8:30. I was like, oh crap, there goes my morning. And so now I'm kind of racing the clock to get everything ready. One thing that I think is interesting is I have this thermometer here. It's a compass, but when you flip it, it's a thermometer. Couldn't get the camera to zoom in on it last night, but just switched the resolution back to 4K. Let's see if it will now. Nah. But it's close. 38 degrees? 40? It was a lot warmer, and it's a lot warmer in this tent than it was outside. As far as sleep goes, I did sleep very, very well. I'd say I slept from 11:30-ish to 8:30, so that's plenty of sleep. I kind of do that on purpose, so I sleep extra long on the weekends to make up for the lack of sleep on weekdays. So it's a good thing that I was able to get that. This orange sleeping mat really did its job a bit better than I thought it would, given how cold it got. I really didn't expect it to keep me warm, but it did. The sleeping bag liner, and the sleeping pad kept me 100% warm throughout the night. I had no complaints at all. There was no complaints. It was like I was in my own bed. We're out of the tent now, folks, and it is a beautiful, beautiful morning. Got the tent there, didn't get washed out overnight. Sun's coming up. We have a fire going. Trying to get it going again. Purposely saved these twigs just for this occasion. Got breakfast laid out for us here. Got some bacon, Nature's Bakery fig bar, apple cinnamon, 2 coffees, and 3 eggs. I like to keep the tent up for the ambience, but best to get it down. Better get it down, it's not needed anymore, so let's get it put away while we wait for our fire to drop. Okay, we have a new campsite. So that's my fire, that's my breakfast I'm gonna be making, that's my bag pretty much packed up. I'll pick my sunglasses up. This packed down spot, that's where I was sleeping. Really comfortable place to sleep. Cool campsite, dangerous one though. Not something you'd want to really be fooling around with too much, because if this ever did flood and a bunch of water came down and rushed through here, it could possibly kill you. I mean, chances are probably low depending on where you are, but it can happen. I was thinking about it, you know, what happens if all of a sudden some water release somewhere. Made for an excellent place to sleep though. Cheers, folks. That's good and needed. Quite a bit late. I mean, it's only about 10 a.m. by this point, but regardless. It's about normal time for me anyway. I tried to stay up a little bit later. Didn't stay up that late tonight. I got pretty tired. Went to bed at 11:30, but bacon's doing well. Look at this. Then all we got to cook is the eggs, and we're done. Probably gonna head out after that, but still plenty of cooking left. Ah, that's good. A lot of tossing and turning last night, but other than that, it was a good night. Really good night. Got even pretty quiet too, really. Even quiet. Just having coffee on a riverbed, creek bed, dry creek bed. Time to dig in, enjoy, catch y'all in a bit. So we're eating this. I'd say we're ready for a second cup of Joe. So let's get it going. Got an empty cup and it needs filled. Currently dismantling the campsite. Okay, after a couple of rains and some wind and a couple of days, you'll never know anybody was there. Especially if we put some sand over the smoke. Make some sand in with the ashes. Alrighty folk, we are well into the morning. It's 11:15, so warmed up quick. It's about 50 degrees outside, so it's feeling pretty good again. It doesn't take long with the sun to come out, especially in the fall. It tends to cool down overnight dramatically and then warm back up pretty quick during the day. It's typically how it goes until you get to winter, and then it's kind of cold even during the day. Sometimes with the sun it can feel pretty good in the winter though. You tend to overheat quickly when you hike. So anyways, we're gonna get started. Gonna do one final sweep of our campsite. Gotten a bit lost out here. I gotta find my way. See, it's pretty hard to navigate. I mean, there's no rocks, but a lot of this stuff, regardless, is near impenetrable. Just try to get through. See all that? I mean, that's all sticky thorn bushes. It's really hard to get through that kind of stuff. A lot of the places I go don't have arch trails. You kind of have to find your own way. Here we found a clearing, which is nice. Still a lot of those prickly thorn bushes that we really can't go through. These wax clothes I'm wearing help a lot to get through this. the thorns kind of just roll off instead of stick to your clothes, which helps a tremendous amount. You're not constantly being snagged. Gunshots in that direction and that direction. The sooner we can get away from them, the better. See if we can find a path through all this. It's tough to walk through. Oh, nice. Here we go. Here we go. This is a well-defined trail. We found a trail. Good. Good. Let's go this way. It was nice of them to cut down the log blocking the path here. Cool looking tree. We're getting close to the car now, and I just checked the time. It's about 12, so that means we managed to survive about 22 hours in November, mid-November, in Iowa with temps getting pretty low. Not sure if I'm gonna get out for another one in November. I have obligations next week for Thanksgiving. And the week after, I think I can do a video, but I'm not sure if it'll still be November then. We'll see. We'll see. Alrighty, folks, so I see the vehicle, and that means our adventure is over. I'm going to throw my gear in, and we're going to take off. So that concludes our journey. Again, it was mid-November. Temperatures, I'm going to have to look into this because the thermometer on my phone, or you know, the weather forecast, said it was much warmer than my actual thermometer down there actually said it was. So there was quite a big temperature difference, which was a little bit shocking to me because I usually go based off what the forecast says. So when I seen it was like 25 degrees, I was like, oh, okay, that was a little bit colder than I thought. When the phone says it's only like 42. But that's something to keep note of. Something to definitely keep note of. But with that being said, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace.